Here we are on a Tuesday evening. It's getting ready to rain again. Yay, right? More rain is headed our way. More on your forecast in just a moment. But to talk about RNR Controls right now, to let you know that they are ready to service what you need, whether it's heating, cooling, all of that, plus ventilation, plus automation, plus generators. They got it all. They can do it all. And not just installation, but if you need them to come out and take a look at your system, whether it be at your house, whether it be at your place of business, I got to tell you, I'm really, I'm just blown away by how many businesses R&R takes care of. Uh, the couple of times I've been up there, they have these big boards on their wall, and they've got like residential, houses that they're taking care of with heating, cooling, HVAC, and all of that. And then on another big board like that, they've got businesses and industry. And I mean, I'm talking big installations, and they're taking care of those folks as well. And they're doing a lot of electronic computer type stuff to control the climate inside those buildings. Schools, they're even doing it in schools, helping set up these, new schools around here with the very latest technology in heating and cooling. So, if they can do that, they can take care of you and your home. Why not give them a call? They're friendly. They're a family run business. It's been that way since 1985. RNR Controls 270-777-2024. Easy number to remember because I make it easy for you to remember. 270-777-2024. With R&R Controls, heating, cooling, installation, servicing, renovations, new, old, generators, it doesn't matter. You will never be without. Your 270 weather in 30 seconds. As Jackie Gleason would say, how sweet it is, the rain. And for those of you who don't know who, Google it. Today is Tuesday, September 23rd. Welcome in to 270 weather. Weather for the 270 area code and beyond. I'm Chris Allen. Thanks for tuning in. These showers and storms are very sweet. They haven't been too rough. We haven't really had severe weather for that matter. Now, that's not to say there won't be, but as far as, kind of pace the floor and stay up all night severe weather, no. And tornado, no. This is not that kind of a setup. This is going to be, again, more like what we've seen over the last several days, where you get a round of rain and thunderstorms, and the rain comes down pretty good. And the wind blows a little bit. You get a nice little gully washer and lightning and thunder, and then it just moves on. That's pretty much what we're going to have coming in this evening, overnight tonight, And especially during the day tomorrow, I think an even better chance of getting some badly needed rain. Very beneficial rain coming out of all this. Now, today here at the airport, the high in Bowling Green, 84, 3 degrees warmer than the normal of 81, and the low was 68. Now, here at the airport, 600ths of an inch of rain. But some of you got a lot more than that, which I'll show you in a moment. Let's go to radar. Current time, if you're watching live, is 6:41 p.m. on this Tuesday, September 23rd. And we have some showers moving in, as you can see. None of these are rough. There is some thunder and lightning, as you can tell, with the little lightning strikes that are showing up. Let's go to the Hopkinsville radar and we can get a better definition on this. And some of these look a little hefty. Oh, don't you? I knew it was going to do that. It did that on me last night. I'm not sure why, but the radar scope app does not like me for some reason, or it doesn't like this setup. So let me get back in here, go back and bring up the radar. Okay. Just because I think it doesn't like me changing radar sites, but it shouldn't be doing that. So I'm gonna write my friends there who I know put all this together, this app. It's a great app to have. Just sometimes it wants to close out like it just did. But anyway, here we go. There's a look at the showers and the storms. Here's a close-up view. This is Fort Campbell. And you can see back to the west, south of Cadiz, and now moving over Dover, Tennessee, and eventually into Clarksville. That is some very heavy rain and a thunderstorm, a couple of thunderstorms in there. But notice it has a little S shape to it. See right there? S. Uh-huh. So that means like right here, right in here, there's probably a little bit of a damaging wind threat. This is inflow coming into the system, and then this would be the outflow. So it's got a little something there, but I'm not looking at this is not tornado stuff. This is just a collapsing thunderstorm ahead of a line that is trying to get going, and that line is going to head toward Bowling Green in the next few hours. And so with it could come a possible damaging wind threat. Although now that we're getting, we're past sunset now or just past sunset, um, some of this may weaken as far as its healthiness, if you will. So even there's no warnings on this or any of this, it's just something that looks a little suspicious, you know, nothing to be concerned about. Now, where the worst of the weather is going on, well, that's way back here into parts of uh, Missouri. Yeah, Missouri, Oklahoma. You can see right there. This is what they're getting out there. Look at that. Numerous severe thunderstorm warnings and flash flood warnings. This is a tornado watch for the next 3 hours and 15 minutes into parts of Missouri and Arkansas. Not for us, not even close. That's not coming our way. I mean, the rain, yes, but the tornado watch, no. So that's just something that they're dealing with. Just showing you that there's Tulsa, Oklahoma. Here we go into Arkansas and Missouri. There's Branson. A lot of you know where Branson is. Springfield, Joplin. You know where I'm talking about there? It's all south of that area. Jonesboro getting the leading edge of that. There's Memphis. So this is the round that is going to come in overnight and into tomorrow morning into Bowling Green and southern Kentucky. Jonesboro's getting a pretty hefty storm, but see, none of this has warnings with it. So, but all of it is heading our direction. So that'll be the wave that comes in for overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, greeting you as you get ready to go to work. Okay. I don't know why that little box keeps popping up there. Anyway, there we go. I was trying to show you the radar full screen. Okay. Let's go to the current situation. We go to the, of course, Kentucky Mesonet as presented by Western Kentucky University, and all of the Mesonet stations reporting right now at 6:46 p.m. Low to mid 70s all across the area. Rainfall past 24 hours. 1400s up at the Corvette plant, but only 200s at Western's Ag Expo Center on the south side of Bowling Green. So we got a lot of rain on the north side and east side, but hardly anything south and western Warren County. You picked up 1400s today in Allen County, Scottsville, 900s in Franklin, just a drop or two in Russellville and Elkton. But then look at this, 1900s in Tompkinsville, 2200s in Barron County, 3800s in Metcalfe County after picking up over 2 inches of rain yesterday. It's nice and wet over in Metcalfe County right now. Almost 3/4 of an inch of rain up in Greene County, half an inch there in Columbia and Adair County. And you see more the past 24 hours to the east than to the west. Yesterday, it was just the opposite. We had all the rain mainly west and hardly anything east. So everything kind of flip-flopped today. But here comes some of this rain is associated with what's moving in right now. So that's affecting western Kentucky. Look at this way down here, 1 4/10 inches. In McCreary County, that's Whitley City, 1.4 your total rainfall today. Winds at the moment are coming out of the south and west, light, but you could get a thunderstorm that could maybe ramp up some of the winds. So keep that in mind. Again, nothing to be worried about or concerned about. It's just nice and getting a little breezy when the thunderstorms are out there. That's typical. That's typical stuff. All right, let's look at severe weather threat. And the severe weather threat is on the low end. Again, I'm not really too concerned about any kind of severe weather threat. It is one of those things that comes with the nature of the atmosphere that we're in. Enough moisture, and you get a low level jet, which helps kick things into gear, and you get a little severe weather. Most of it is way back to the west, but as you can see, for the rest of tonight, any kind of severe weather is mostly west of Bowling Green into southern Illinois, West Tennessee, Boot Hill, and Missouri. Those places that I showed you are getting thunderstorms right now. And the primary threat would be damaging wind. Okay. There is a very, very low tornado threat, mostly West Tennessee and southern Illinois, 2 to 4%. Hardly anything. damaging wind threat is going to be greater, 5 to 14% west of Bowling Green. Excuse me. And that's for the overnight hours. All right. Now, tomorrow, Wednesday, the entire state of Kentucky is under a level 1 marginal risk. That's on the low end of the scale, as you see the scale down here. Uh, and this is primarily for any storms that might get going in the afternoon that could get enough daytime heating to produce a damaging wind threat, maybe some hail, lightning, heavy rainfall. Okay. Here's the tornado threat for tomorrow. Not there. Here is the damaging wind threat. That's your number one threat tomorrow, besides the rain. Hail threat? Nope, not there. Although there could be some maybe small hail with some of the thunderstorms. And most of this risk that you're looking at here for tomorrow is going to be tomorrow afternoon. There might be a few strong storms in the morning, then a little break like we had today, and then the next wave comes in Wednesday afternoon and evening. That's when, if there's going to be severe weather, I think it's mostly going to be tomorrow afternoon. Thursday, these are just your ordinary garden variety general showers and thunderstorms, nothing really severe. And then after Thursday, most of this is gone. That system will be gone and it's rained itself out. But that's okay because we got some good rain out of it, which we were hoping and we got. Yeah. That's what I like to see. All right, let's look at rainfall amounts now. And this is for the next 7 days collectively. Day by day, we get the piling up or the collection of this rain. On the scale, we're looking at this deep purple. Smoke on the water, fire in the sky. That's your deep purple right there. Okay. Anyway, 2 to 2.5 inches more. Yes, more. Some of you may get 3 inches more rain between now and Thursday. Yeah, all of this, even though it says down here 7 days, after Thursday, there's no more rain in the forecast. So this is coming tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday. 2 to 3 more inches of rain on top of what you've already collected. That's good. Beneficial rain. This takes us to next Wednesday, the 1st of October. Wow. October. Can you believe it? I can't. I mean, it just seems like, really? We're a week away from the 1st of October. That's crazy. Wow. All right, let's go to the maps. I'll go day by day, show you what's coming. Here we are with that severe weather threat back in Oklahoma and Arkansas that I was showing you. That is where the tornado watch is right now. But as we get into the overnight hours, here's right now, 7 p.m., with that low pressure system there near Joplin, Missouri, and then one to the north of it near Jefferson City. As we get into early Wednesday morning, here comes a warm front. Along that warm front, there will be enough lift to produce what we call elevated thunderstorms. Now, what is an elevated thunderstorm? You may think, well, all thunderstorms are elevated above my head, and you would be right. But what a warm front does, warm air lifts. And when a warm front comes through, especially in the summer, spring, summer, early fall, you get enough lift in the atmosphere to elevate the thunderstorm. So you get a lot of cloud to cloud lightning and less cloud to ground lightning. It depends on, the polarization of the electricity, the static electricity that's forming for those lightning bolts, positive, negative, you know. But anyway, so you'll hear some rumbles of thunder tonight, overnight, as that warm front comes through. But most of these will not be what we call ground based thunderstorms. Those are the kind that the sun heats up the earth and causes them to build from the ground up or almost near the ground up. These will be more elevated. Okay. Usually not severe. Here we go, 7 a.m. tomorrow morning as you're going to work, going to school. Pretty good low pressure system there. One back to the west in Missouri. Warm front to the east. Stationary front northwest. Trough coming right across southern Kentucky. So we're likely to get an enhancement of rainfall when we see this. And you can see they've got the dark green in here. Pretty much the I-65 corridor. It's going to get decent rainfall tomorrow, maybe some drenching downpours. And according to this, we may not get a break from the round of rain in the morning and the round coming in the afternoon, which would cut down on instability. We don't need really instability. We just need some your just regular old thunderstorms. We don't want anything severe. Here's that trough right across the Bowling Green area. System still back to the west. Here we go, 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. The front approaches. Rain still coming down Wednesday evening. If you're going to church service for Wednesday evening, you're likely to run into some rain. Nothing really severe, but strong thunderstorms, yeah, there could be a few of those. Lightning, thunder, gusty wind. Here comes the low. Now, the front does slow a little bit as we get into Thursday morning, but then finally, Thursday afternoon and evening, it moves through, and you really won't notice a change much behind it. It's not like a front that's going to cool us down or take away the humidity. It really is not going to change much. All it's going to do is take the rain away. So here's Friday, still a few showers out east of Bowling Green and I-65. Saturday, Sunday, drying up for everybody. Monday, high pressure begins to build in. And there's next Tuesday with high pressure there in control. And that's when we return, this weekend to sunny skies. So if you have something planned for this weekend, the weather is looking pretty good for that, whatever you've got. All right. Here we go with, as soon as I can find it, where is my model blender? There it is. Okay. Sorry, I had trouble finding it. There we go. So we hit 84 today. We're looking at 82 tomorrow with all the rain. And some of you may not even get as warm as 82. It could be closer to 80 or even 79. 78 on Thursday, then back to 80 on Friday. Saturday, Sunday with the sunshine returning and the rain gone, low 80s. Then we climb only low to mid 80s much of next week and then cool down again by next weekend as another round of rain comes in for the first few days of October. And we're going to bring it back down into the low 80s, and lows will go from the low 60s back into the mid and upper 50s. So, yeah, we got some, I think we got some pretty good weather coming our way, even after the rain. Hello, where's my face? Why don't I? Wait a minute here. Something ain't right. Okay. I'm hitting buttons. You know what? Sometimes I'm just like, I just really become like, I don't understand. All I had to do was hit the right button. Anyway, not that you need to see my beautiful face, but I know, somebody does, you know, and I'm pretty humble about it as well. I only say that because I'm not any of that. Okay. You guys have a great evening. Thank you, as always, for watching 270 Weather. In the coming days and weeks, I can't tell you the day yet that it's going to happen, but I am working on some extras today, or well, not today, but in the next few days. Um, some extra content for those of you who are willing to subscribe to 270 Weather. I'm kind of building this out. I'm trying to think of other pieces of information and content and weather, and maybe not even weather. It could be something else I'm interested in and want to comment on or whatever. I'm going to make that part of the 270 weather subscription that's going to come around in the next few weeks for those of you who are interested. There will be a small price with it per month. It's just a way to make, a little bit of extra something in my pocket. So be on the lookout for that. I will let you know as soon as I get it all together. All right. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. In the meantime, have a great Tuesday evening. God bless.